So yeah, it's kind of a little haul here. So let me explain what happened. I went to the mall. Now I'm not back on YouTube, guys. I'm still taking my break. Might be for a couple months, honestly. I'm trying to adjust back into school in a few weeks here, getting stuff done, and but I have to show off this stuff because I won't be able to do it later. So I went to go use my hot cash. I don't even know how hot cash works. So I figured out that you can't use it for exclusive con stuff, which pissed me off. So I also had to spend like $65. I find $65 worth of stuff, and then knock it down to 50 using the hot cash. And I'm like, oh, I don't have $50. I only have 40. So there's nothing that I wanted in the store. And online, it was just plushes, which the plushes I could have got later. And I don't know about the Gollum one. And Chucky was kind of hard to display because how big he was. He's like 12 inches tall. So I was like, I'll pass. I'll get Audrey 2 later from Little Shop or on the website. So I did use my allowance at least while I was in the mall, because that's where my hot topic is. I did buy this one, and no joke. I was looking at this and I wanted this. I've been wanting this one for a while, but I sat on it accidentally looking around the store, and so I was like, crap, now I have to buy it. And I didn't say nothing, so I bought it. So if you can kind of see it there, it's kind of, I don't know, yeah, like that. So I wasn't going to put this back because I damaged it, and I was going to buy it anyways. But yeah, this is Sabrina the Teenage Witch from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the comics. I like that comic series. It crosses over with Archie comics a lot, which I'm a fan of because of the Archie blanket that I showed off in a mini Target haul on Vimeo. I have a few of those there too that I do not have on YouTube no more. Well, I never put them on YouTube, but there she is. Here's a little cauldron, and she's like waving around like she's casting a spell, so this is kind of cool. I mean, it looks cool. It's got that. It looks so much like the comics, though. It's kind of cute. It still looks stylized like the comics, too, even with the black eyes and stuff, which Funko Pops have to have. And it's got a nice booty. I'm joking. But, yeah, it's Sabrina Teenage Witch. She's got this cauldron with fire in it. It's like booming up. It's a great comic series. Check it out. I don't like I haven't seen the new Netflix show, so I don't want to. I hate Riverdale, and I want them to make pops based on the Archie comics that are not based on Riverdale. But, I bought one of these Mego figures, because I'm a fan of Star Trek, and this was like $4. I already took it out, so same thing with the other figure, Mark Shaw. But I bought this guy, a Saint LTU, here. The top one. This guy right here. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I like the character in the episode he was in, which is The Enemy Within, which was a good episode. And I'm not saying that because it's just on the back, but I just remember the episode. It was a really good episode. There's so many Star Trek episodes I love, it's kind of hard to keep track of them. So here's the guy here. He's actually pretty cool. This is my first Mego. It was like $4, I think, on clearance. Because nobody's buying these Mego figures. Because nobody buys like vintage style figures really like this anymore. And they were collectible for a while, but I think there's so many of them. And some of the ones they're bringing out weren't very good. There's a reason the company went bankrupt. So bringing it back was a noble idea, but it just didn't work out. But yeah, he's got his communicator, his phaser, and he's a cool figure. I like the cloth clothing. I wish more figures had this type of stuff, but they don't. I think these hand articulate. This is my first style figure like this. Is a little weird. Like, look at that. Like, bends like this instead of like this or that. No. It's like it's just so weird. But I can take out, I like how I can take out the phaser out of this little pocket here and put it in his hand. Just a cool figure and all. Just cool features to it. Just not Like, yeah, I love that freaking figure. It's an interesting Star Trek figure. I kind of want to get some more of these. I don't know if they're... They only have this one now. Sorry about that. Their dogs are barking. I'm at my grandparents'. If you don't know, if you're new on the channel. This is a Shazam figure. It's like a kitty one, but it was like $5. And honestly, this looks better than the Multiverse Shazam. And I'll still get that one to go along with this one. But this is like $5 and it was Freddy, so I just couldn't pass it up. I really love that character in the movie. I just think this figure actually looks pretty good. The head sculpt isn't that bad, actually. You can see it there. And I like the pose they managed to put him in. This is like a heroic... Let me stretch out his arms a bit. But there you go. Super heroic pose. Like, I'm Superman! Now, what I don't like, which you're probably going to throw this away, it came with this, like, 7 deadly sins, and it's, like, rubber, and it can stretch and fling, like... Oh, wow. Don't care. I just wanted it for this figure. It's $5. Why not? So I'll use that. Put that definitely on my shelf. I'll get the Shazam Multiverse to go right next to him, because I really don't. It's pretty cool. I mean, I like it. They had Dr. Sivana there, too. That character kind of sucked in the movie, and I don't know, I didn't like him. So this movie, I have a rant. Look up Lego Movie 2, Part 2 rant. It's not really a rant. I just didn't like, it's just, so on a personal level, I love this movie. Like, I found it hilarious. I was laughing. I got all the references. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a very creative, good, entertaining movie. I don't think it's a good movie. It has a lot of, objectively speaking, it has a lot of problems. It's just okay, but it's got a lot of issues. I don't know how much on rewatch, but I liked it enough that I wanted to own it in the set. I don't have Lego Ninjago, which I think is the only one I need if I really want to get them all. I don't know if I'll get that one. I still haven't seen that one. But I was waiting for this to price drop. I don't have any of the Lego movies in 4K. But, you know, it was $20 on Blu-ray everywhere I went. And at Target, I found it today for like $14. And I'm like, I can't pass that. So I went over, picked it up. Let's see if I can get this open here. I really couldn't pass it up. I felt like I should have bought it. So I did. And they had a James Bond figure, the Funko Pop that I was looking at. And I'm like, I want to get this, but it's like gross food on it. It's like all damaged and crap. It was disgusting. I'm like, that is not happening. I wanted it though. I really did. But it's just, that was disgusting. And they didn't have another one either. It was, I think it was Jaws from James Bond. And I can't find that one anywhere else. Even on Amazon, like I can find it, but it's not sold through Amazon. It's like sold through third-party sellers. So, I don't know. I just wanted that one really bad. But I couldn't find it. They had Golden Girl there from James Bond 2, which they have that one on Amazon for real cheap. It's like $7, I think, counting tax and all that. So I'll probably get that one later on from there. Because Amazon has gotten better with their shipping, actually. If you saw my, I don't know, well, you saw that my Jim Henson pop was undamaged. Where did I post that video? I don't even know. You know, it was here on YouTube. It was the last video I posted, actually. But that came from Amazon, so that's where I pre-ordered it. And so it came in good shape. You know, I'm just saying. My dad's going to use the digital copy. I don't use digital copies. I prefer to own things physically, but digital copies are nice and all, but like, whatever. This is stupid ad trash, digital copy. Yeah, this has the Blu-ray and DVDs. I didn't get the 4K, like I said. There's some deleted scenes. They come in piece. Assembling the Lego Movie Part 2, which that was actually a great special feature, I believe, on the first Lego movie, so Blu-ray. So I don't know. I'll check it out. See if there's. I kind of want to see that music video more. And this has the Everything Is Awesome sing-along edition. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that because I'm not 5, but okay. But I actually really like this movie. Despite what people think, these movies aren't really made just for kids. There's some really funny stuff that, like, only adults would get. Like, Bruce Willis crawling around in vents. That joke is a joke, a Die Hard reference. There's a few references to Matrix and stuff in here. It's got a bunch of references to weird time travel movies. Actually pretty cool. And it's just a really good movie that I highly enjoyed. I actually highly recommend this one. There's Batman, Emmett, and, Chris Pratt has a couple characters that are pretty funny. Will Arnett is like the best Batman, honestly. Elizabeth Banks is great as Wildstyle, and there's just it's a great cast. It's a funny movie. If you're not into musicals or just like all kinds of random musicals, don't watch this one. The jokes are like these songs are funny, but they're not for everybody. I actually really like this movie though. It's just I don't know. I got the slip and everything. $13, couldn't beat that. Turns out everything I got. Honestly, this is my favorite. I like the comic. It's a cool looking pop. It's my only convention exclusive pop actually from Serious San Diego Comic Con because I usually only get like one. This is the one I got. It's cool. So, like, I really like this one. I also like the S down there. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see it, not really on camera, but I love this too. It's just a great accessory. They didn't have to include that. I think the pose is a little weird, but as long as you have the cauldron next to it, I think it makes it a better... I don't know, maybe the cauldron should have been a little bit bigger, though. Because, yeah, it's not even close to her scale, and... I don't know. Little nitpicks, but that's what I think about this figure. And honestly, this guy is cool, too. I love the Shazam movie. And I don't use love when I'm talking about a DC movie ever. Because DC movies right now are terrible. And a lot of the older ones are terrible too. Even the ones I like Batman 1989. But, this guy's pretty cool. So his arm kind of doesn't even go up. That's probably the price of cloth. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this little thing into the slot here. This guy is really cool. I actually like the Mego style. Just $13 for a vintage style figure seems a little much to me. But I did notice something funny. I kind of lifted up the shirt. I don't know if you can see that, but this action figure is like ripped underneath here. He has more abs than I do. It's kind of hilarious, but I don't know. It's just a cool looking figure. Love Star Trek. I like his uniform. I wonder if they have a Spock like this. I haven't looked them up and found out what they have. I know there was a Jimi Hendrix one, which I probably should have picked up, but I never did. Probably gone now. Same thing with the Pop. I never did it, and now I'm regretting it because they're more expensive now than I would like to pay. So, yeah, but that's what I got at Target and Hot Topic. Keep in mind, I didn't get this on sale. I got this full price, and it was like $17. So, everything else I got on sale. Target's been hooking me up with some good deals lately. They actually had these last time I went to that Target, and I was like, oh, I should come back and get these. And I'm like, okay. But they didn't have this here, though, which was nice to see. They had a bunch of movies on sale. Like, I was going to get my grandpa the Meg, but I didn't have enough money for the Meg, fortunately. So, yeah, that's kind of what I did. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, like, share, subscribe, do all of that. And this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. Lamar Wilson.